Hello everyone, welcome back for another polymer clay earring tutorial. I'm so excited for this artist spotlight video featuring Amelia of Sparkly Chic Designs. She has an awesome Etsy shop, Instagram page, and she started a Facebook group as well. So I encourage you all to go check her out, support her, follow her Etsy, Instagram, join her Facebook group. She has an awesome tutorial for you on these hoop polymer clay earrings. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Hello ladies, welcome to my tutorial on how to make polymer clay hoop earrings. I just want to thank Kristen for giving me this amazing opportunity to share this method with all of you. I'm going to teach you today how to make these very stylish and adorable polymer clay hoop earrings. These are some examples of what I'm going to be teaching you how to do today. The posts are not on them yet, but later we're going to glue them on together. So I have this really sleek, large hoop earring, and then I have this twisted, small hoop earring. So I'm going to be showing you how to do each of these today. I started out making hoop earrings by trying to form them out by hand, rolling them out and trying to get them the right width and everything, and it was so stressful. And they wouldn't keep the shape in the oven either, the right shape. So I was very disappointed because I wanted to make hoop earrings because I had seen pictures of ones that looked so perfect and adorable, and I just wanted to learn how to do that. So I learned this technique that I'm going to be sharing with all of you today. That technique is to use a clay extruder to make polymer clay hoop earrings. So let's get started. First, you would like to choose some colors of clay that you would like to use. I chose a few colors. I chose white, this color called Steely Lavender, which I love, and then this really pretty blue called Powder Blue. The brand of all of these is the new Hobby Lobby brand. I know a lot of you have probably tried it out. I have actually found I really love it. So I'm using that brand today to show you all how to make these earrings. So first, I'm going to take my clay extruder apart. I'm going to unscrew this top part right here and pull out the press inside, just like that. And then I'm going to I'm going to unscrew the bottom part as well, because your clay extruder, whichever one you have and wherever you bought it, I bought this one off Amazon, but it came with some really pretty tips and styles, attachments that you can put on there. So the first one today I'm going to use is this large circle, like this. That's what I used to create these hoop earrings. I'm going to use that one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put that right on top like that, and then re-screw this piece on. Then I'm going to pick which color of clay I would like first. I think I am going to use this pretty blue color to make the large hoop earrings. So I'm probably not going to need all of this clay, so I'm going to cut just a little bit of the excess off. And then I am going to start rolling it because I want it to be round before I put it in the extruder, and it has to be small enough to fit in the tube. So I'm going to get it about like that, and then I'm going to start feeding it into the clay extruder, just like that. And then I'm going to put the press back in, like that, and then I'm going to start screwing this little piece back down. Just like that. Then after that's all the way on, I am just going to start twisting this just like this. And pretty soon you'll be able to feel how it starts pressing the clay down. I can start feeling it working, and you can see it starting to come out the end. I just love this pretty light blue color. Blue is one of my favorite colors. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep twisting this until I get enough out to make 2 large hoop earrings. just like that. A little bit more. That's probably enough. Then I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to cut the excess off. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a large metal cutter like this, and I'm going to use that to shape my hoops. So I'm going to start by cutting this in half, and then I'm going to start twisting this or wrapping this around my metal circle cutter, just like that. Make sure you're going straight, and then I'm going to trim up the ends, just like that. And then I'm going to do that with the other earring as well. I'm going to start putting it around the same cutter. Now it's important to make sure that the two hoops are not touching, because we are actually going to bake them on this metal cutter. That is the beauty of metal, is you can bake it. So we can actually keep it just like this. So this cutter will help the hoops to keep their shape while they're baking. This little hoop does not want to stay on, but that's okay. I am going to trim it up to match the other one. Just like that. And again, I'm just going to make sure they're straight. Just like that. Needs trimmed up just a little bit more. Just like that. So see, they're wrapped around this metal cutter, just like that, and I trimmed them up the way I want them. So now I can just place this directly on a baking sheet and bake them. So that is the first kind, the first style, these large round hoops like this. The second ones I'm going to show you are going to be small, and they're going to be a little bit different of a style. So I'm just going to place that excess clay aside. But before we get to the small hoops, I want to tell you all how to clean your clay extruder, because you will want to get all of the blue clay out before you put the other color in. So I'm just going to keep twisting this until it pushes all of the blue clay out. Then I'm just going to take it off just like that. And it came off pretty clean, but there's still some blue around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that, but first I'm going to unscrew this. This would be easier. Just like that, and pull this out so I can better clean it. You can clean it with a cloth if you'd like. That's probably the easiest, or you can even use your fingernails if you'd like. But the cloth brings it off pretty well without having to get clay all under your fingernails. So I'm going to do that. And then my clay extruder, which I'm super thankful for, came with this little wispy brush that fits right inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start running it through the tube. And hopefully that will get all of the excess blue clay out. I like to look down inside just to make sure. It looks pretty good. I'm also going to take my tip out because I need to clean that, and I'm not going to use that for the next pair. Set that aside. Now I am going to get a different color of clay. For the next pair of earrings, I am going to use white. I love white earrings. They're just so classy and they match pretty much anything. So I'm going to make these for you all today. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just do that same process over again. I'm going to get my clay the right shape and width, and then I'm going to put it down on my clay extruder. For this, I am going to use this small hexagon tip to make those earrings. So I'm going to put that tip in just like I did the other one. Then I'm going to start feeding my white clay in and do just what I did before. Okay, now I'm going to start twisting it until it starts coming out. it's starting to come out. So I'm just going to keep twisting it until I get enough clay for 2 small hoop earrings. I am going to use a medium-sized metal cutter for these. All right, that's probably enough. It's probably more than enough. So I'm just going to cut off the excess. All right, I'm going to trim up this edge right there. All right, so now I'm going to cut it in half. And for these, instead of just leaving it like this, I'm going to start twisting it. So it twists that design very beautifully, just like that. Then I'm going to start wrapping it around this small metal cutter, twisting as I go, just like that. All right, and when it's on there exactly the way you want it, trim it up just like you did the other one. Make sure they're even. Just like that. Make sure they're straight, exactly the way you want them on there, and that they're not touching. That is very, very important. All right, so that looks very good. You can probably see the really pretty twisted shape. So now I can take both of these, the large hoop earrings and the twisted small hoop earrings, and I can place them on the cookie sheet just like this, cutters and all, and bake them. And then afterwards, they will come out on the metal cutter, and you can just gently slip them off of the cutter, and they will be just like this. Then what you can do, I will show you how to put the post on the hoop earrings. So I like to use Loctite super glue. It's a gel. It's more easy to handle than liquid super glue. And then I have small posts. I like to use these large posts from Hobby Lobby, but they are too large for these hoop earrings. So I'm going to use the small post I got from Amazon. And I'm just going to dab some clay. And again, I'm sorry, not dab clay, dab some glue. Just a little bit to cover the post. And then I'm going to choose which side I want to be the part that the post goes on, and I'm going to press it right here. I am just going to press and hold onto the hoop earring. Just like that. For some reason it's not wanting to stay, but that's okay. I'm going to get a better look. So I can make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. There we go, it's sticking. I'm just going to press it and hold it for just a few seconds. And then I'm going to set that aside to dry for a few hours, but you can see it's on there just like that, and that part will go directly in your ear, and they're ready to go. Now before you glue your post on, it's important to, clean them up the way you would like. Like if there are some rough edges on these ends, you can sand them down. You'll want to do that before you put the post on, but then after you're done, you can just glue the post directly on, just like that. I'm going to do the other one just like that, but I want to put the post on the small ones as well. These small posts should work. This time I put the glue on the clay. You can do that as well. Sometimes that's a little easier, I think. But I'm just going to hold this for a couple seconds also. All right, there we go. We are ready to go, and these can just dry for a few hours. Well, I hope you all have learned so much from this video on how to make these gorgeous and stylish hoop earrings. There are probably even more methods and styles that you can do, but these are just a few of my favorites. I hope you have all enjoyed and learned a lot from this, and thank you all for watching, and be sure to check out all the links of the resources and different things in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me.